Hello there, I am the Colossal Nerd. Rightio, so I've got something I want to get off my chest really. For many years I have had web hosting. Now, for people who don't know what web hosting is, it's when you basically pay a company to host your website. You see, you can't just have a website, you can't just buy an address, you have to have a place to have your website to physically, not physically, but you know what I mean, to have your website hosted somewhere. You need to have that somewhere, you see. And I was paying about £10 a month, and I had unlimited whatever and all this kind of stuff, you see. And I thought, oh, this is brilliant, this is a bargain. And what was weird was it turns out that I was basically just assessing all of my different. Over the years I bought so many different websites, many of which I actually didn't run. I just had them there, like I just kept them for some reason. So I was just going around assessing which website I need, because sometimes I had like a .co.uk version of a website of a .com and all this kind of stuff, and I basically managed to whittle down my websites from about 12 down to 3, which is pretty good. And so I saved some money of them every year, because you have to pay for them yearly as well, maybe like 3, 4, up to £10 a year for these websites, which isn't too bad, I know, but I'm not running that many websites. And then when it came to like the web hosting, it turns out I was doing things that I could actually be doing for free elsewhere, because all I was doing more or less was using WordPress. Now WordPress, if you do a little search for WordPress, is you can actually get it for free on WordPress.com or WordPress.org or whatever it is. And I was actually paying this company to do that, you see. And I thought, this is a bit stupid, no point doing that anymore. So I got rid of my web hosting. And my only problem with WordPress, genuinely, was it seemed that the customization that I enjoyed was not available on the free WordPress, you see. So I actually had a bit of a look around. I thought, oh, I'll try out Tumblr, and not really quite what I was looking for my blog, although I did change one of my blogs to a Tumblr account because it made more sense. As far as Tumblr goes, I would say it's a good idea, but the amount of times I've been on their website to try and post something, it's down. It's down quite a lot, you see, and that's a bit of a problem I've found. So Tumblr isn't exactly brilliant for web hosting per se. I mean, you can't always post to it. That's what I'm trying to say. So WordPress also had the same sort of problem. When I was using it specifically, I kept trying to log on to it and it wouldn't work, and that was like almost a daily occurrence. So that was a bit annoying. The only sort of place I've found which is good for web hosting is Blogger, for a blog, and I know it's Google, and you've got that annoying little bar at the top which basically says, oh, you're on Blogger, all this kind of stuff. But you are getting free hosting, and it's not so bad. There's no advertising unless you want there to be advertising, and it's always pretty much online when you want it, you see. And the thing I'd also like to just mention when it comes to blogging and web hosting and all this kind of stuff is that you need a good application for your phone, and because it's nice to be able to blog whenever you are. Now the Tumblr app, I can only really go by Android, is good for doing basically all the Tumblr kind of stuff, but I've had problems uploading images to it for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's not my phone, it's a brand new phone. It's not really, it's the same on my old phone. It's the same issue. You can't post photographs to it that well. WordPress is a tip-top app, actually. I did have some problems with it before, but I contacted the person who wrote the script, and he sort of worked it out, and I sort of helped him, work out what was going on. And the Blogger app is good. Apart from you always have to post, you have to try and post something once. It fails the first time, then you have to post it the second time. These things are all taken into account. I know it's really stupid, but if you want to have a good blog, or if you want to be able to blog whenever you are, wherever you are, whenever you want, you need a good app that goes with the website, you see. So that's something to take into account. WordPress is very good, but like I say, when I was trying to use WordPress, it was down a lot, so I couldn't actually use it that much, unless you're hosting it on your own website. But I'm mainly trying to talk about free websites, because that's something you should take into account. I think accessibility to your blog. I mean, I'm saying that you couldn't post all the time. I personally couldn't post to Tumblr and WordPress that often. Very rarely is Blogger down, although when it has been down recently, but it's a very rare occurrence. But WordPress and Tumblr, in my experience, aren't very good for posting for free. So as far as I'm saying, web hosting going, go to Blogger, and I'm going to make another video now, and I'm going to talk about podcasting for free because I like podcasting too. So there'll be a link somewhere on this video for that. So let me just turn this off.